Well, what is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another TLEV media video. I'm here today at Universal Studios Hollywood for our weekly update on the Fast and Furious construction, see if there's anything for FanFest, and also today to talk about a possible park expansion. So why don't you guys join me on this extraordinary adventure? Heading over to Universal right now and, walking to City Walk. It's so weird to see this area with no iFly, like the freaking dome's not here. Like, it is so weird to see it like this. So it'll be interesting to see what they're going to do with this space. I mean, of course, there's those rumors and kind of like that layout blueprint of, hotels going up. So, it could totally be in this location, but it's just, I don't know, man. So weird to see it like this. We're also going to talk about this store over here because this is rumored to become a Raising Cane's. So that's going to be really awesome. I mean, if you guys have never had Cane's fried chicken, I mean, it's top tier for sure. So, I mean, this is going to be packed to the brim, and it's a huge space. I mean, inside there's a lot of room for seating and outdoor seating. So it's gonna be a pretty big Cane's for sure. So yeah, Raising Cane's is going to be in City Walk. Of course, that's like the rumor, that's the speculation, but from what we've heard, it's almost certain. Oh man, it seems to be a busy Tuesday, which is crazy to say, but of course, spring break is just around the corner, and some might have already started their spring break. So yeah, I mean, we're here really to go get those construction updates for FanFest, Fast and Furious, and to check on Horror Nights because there are a little bit of talks going around for Horror Nights as things might be going down by the T-pad. We'll go check that out for sure. And we need to talk about maybe a theme park expansion. So let's get into the park. Let's get right through the little security checks, and well, it'll be time to see what's going down. We're in the park, and I kind of stand corrected because the times aren't terrible. I mean, it might be just I came in during a time where a lot of people are entering the park because 75 minutes for Mario Kart is pretty long, but like 30 minutes for The Mummy is not too bad. 40 for Jurassic World. Well, that one's interesting because it is a little cold today, but people are crazy. But the studio tour is 15 minutes, and it's interesting what the studio tour track is now with the end of Fast and Furious. I kind of want to check that out if we have time because I want to just see, right after the Nope experience, where do they take us? I'm assuming just right past the old Fast and Furious supercharged experience. So I want to check that out if we have time. But let's first and go see if the plaza has anything up just yet. All right, so nothing in the plaza yet for FanFest. Interesting. Maybe, I don't know if the map is really just pointing at One Piece being on that street, New York Street, or if it is also the plaza. I was almost certain that it was going to be in the plaza. So, but it is March 18th, and there is nothing here yet. And we're almost to the month away from FanFest, and nothing up yet. So, of course, like I said, a lot of the stuff is happening backstage, like the construction, prepping, and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of the experiences are in sound stages anyways. So, maybe it's really quick what they'll be able to put up here by the plaza or on New York Street. We have the Bride and Frankenstein's monster out today. Gorgeous as always, these two. Love seeing them. And I also saw, how they look like over at Epic Universe right now. And I don't know, man, Frankenstein's interesting looking for sure over in Epic Universe. But, to each their own. I do like that they're using prosthetics and stuff like that for it, which is really cool. But we're going to have to wait and see, how long they're going to have all of that, prosthetics, and are they going to be doing that every time, or are they going to switch over to a mask over time? And we have stopped by to check on the Fast and Furious construction, and as you guys can see, it is a busy day up here on the first level of the coaster. a lot of work's going on for that showroom facade. As you guys can see, there's kind of like some work being done on the lower half of it, and there seems to be some wall work that's being done too. There's like a cement wall that's going up right behind this crane, and it's don't know exactly what's going to be for, but I'm assuming maybe where electrical is going to be maintained and all that kind of stuff, all the nitty gritty things, you know. But a lot of work is going on inside right now. And track wise, I mean, there hasn't been any changes on the first level, but I do know right back here, right after the brake run, the tracks keep extending a little bit more towards that third level. We will go down the Starway so you guys can get a better look at it. But yeah, this is looking good. It's a lot's going on right now for sure. And we are now down on the second level of the Fast and Furious construction. And the only changes that I am starting to notice, I mean, essentially like this area is complete with all of the tracks, and really it's just like starting to make it look a little pretty afterwards. You know, small little groundwork and flattening some more areas up here. Like I was saying in the upper level, just right up there, you know, yeah, the tracks that are being extended right now is really right after that brake run, you know, heading over to the third level of the coaster. So yeah, I mean, that's what we have for updates. It's really interesting to see that there is an archway out, and it's not really like put onto the building. It's constructed before putting on the building, which is very interesting to see. So this is what I'm interested in seeing, all that's going on over here, ladies and gentlemen. So we've been talking about this spot for quite some time now. We've been talking about how, you know, we've been thinking that, you know, they're just flattening this hill and stuff like that for, you know, protection and supports for the Starway. However, this is getting a little interesting now, ladies and gentlemen, because as you guys can see, they are taking this a lot farther than just by the Starway. And that's what's got us people in the theme park community kind of thinking a little bit more that this project might be a little bit more than that. As you guys can kind of see over on this side too, we have some safety fencing going up too, markings that seem to be next areas that they're going to be planning on cutting down. And of course, if they want to be trying to flatten this entire side, well, this might be the next location over here, because as you can see, they're starting to go around this hillside. So what could that mean? I mean, a lot of people have talked about how there is possible park expansion, and this could be part of it. Could also just be more sound stages going up, could also be just more parking space. But it's getting really interesting. They are starting to mark up more areas that are going to probably be cut next. These are markings right here. And usually you see these kinds of markings when there's coaster construction and all that kind of stuff. Any kind of construction. I'm not saying that this is going to be a coaster over here, but any kind of big construction, any kind of big cutting and changing of what landscape is looking like, you're going to see markers like that all over the place. So yeah, this is getting interesting. It could mean that we're going to be seeing some expansion. It could be, I know a lot of people have speculated and talked about how, oh, the studio tour entrance is going to move. This could be what the new entrance is going to be, is in this area. And that means where currently we go for the studio tour to get on, that could be part of an expansion for Harry Potter. So really, this project is just the bare bones right now. Like, this is the beginning of it all, because we really don't know what's going on. Of course, we'll find out later on down the line what this is, but right now it's time to speculate and go on to what you guys are speculating that will be in this hillside. Is it just for the Starway? Is it for a park expansion? Is it for the studio tour? You guys let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think it's all going to be for. All right, the mic had to come on because it is getting windy, and I wanted to talk about the T-pad location which is right behind Transformers. As you guys can see, there are these fences now up over in the location, and a lot of people are talking about that this might be how they are parting off between Dungeons and Dragons and the construction that will be going on for Halloween Horror Nights. So it's very possible that that's what they're going to be doing to separate the two. As you guys can see, there is wood in the location over there, but of course that wood is for Dungeons and Dragons, and so that's why possibly that these fences are up to separate, you know, the wood that's currently there for Dungeons and Dragons and whatever construction has to go down for that T-pad location. Of course, these are just speculations going on around right now in the community. Of course, those fences could just be there because that's where they're going to hold the lines for the Dungeons and Dragons experience, because they might be using a lot of space inside the soundstage right there. You know, when we have a maze in that location, not all of the space is being used. So maybe potentially this Dungeons and Dragons walkthrough experience is going to be pretty big, and so they need to put the line out in this location out here. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for my time here at Universal Studios Hollywood. Very interesting to see that there's not a lot going on yet for FanFest, so I would think construction for that is going to be happening towards really the end of March, I'm really hoping. And it's interesting to see what's going down for the hillside right now. Could it be park expansion? Who knows? Speculation starts now for that too, and rumors are for sure going to go around. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified every time we post a video. We got social media at TLEV Media all across the board. And with all that being said, my name is Mr. E. See you guys on the next extraordinary adventure.